Hello my beautiful people, it is Sherry Moulton back with another video. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. I want to welcome you back to my channel if you are an OG. I want to welcome you to my channel if you are new. So today's video is, as you've seen by the little intro, it is a tribute to Remembrance Day as a thank you. So in the video, you've seen my husband's great-grandpa, my husband's grandfather, and his mom and his dad. And that's where my husband, he was in the military for 25 years. And that's where I met my husband. We were both in Sea Cadets together. So there's a big, huge military there. So I enjoyed the military life. I had so much fun. We only had 3 postings in our 25 years, but we made so many friends around the world, and it is just amazing. So I just wanted to get on here to say thank you if you are serving, if you have past, present, and future. Yeah, so with that, we're going to get into today's video. It's going to be a watercolor painting, and it is poppies in a field. So it's abstract, so to speak, abstract. You can kind of make out what it is. So with that, I'm going to get out of my amazing costume. I'm going to get all my stuff together, and I'll see you guys in a second. I'll see you in a sec, guys. Hello, we are back. So we are going to get into this project. This is my, like I had said in the intro, this is my dedication to those serving in the military, anywhere in the world. This is what I'm going to attempt to make again. I did not let the bottom dry before I put those on, but we're going to make this better. So this is going to be a field of poppies. So the paper that I have right here is a Michaels brand. This is the Artist Loft. And I know I'm not using the 100% asbestos papers, but I think it's going to turn out pretty. So this is the watercolor paper. It is 140 pounds. It is a 6 by 9 inch. So what I'm going to do is take my tape, and I am not measuring. If you want to be very specific or to each their own, I'm just cutting off 4 pieces. I am just going to tape it down to my little board, and I'm going to let my first one be the guide of the rest. But I want it to try to make it even. There we go. So I'm going to say maybe 1/4 of an inch. This side. And it helps hold the paper down because I'm wetting it considerably. And there we go. And it gives you that nice finished border on the end. One more. I know I'm wasting tape here, guys. There we go. Perfect. So this is down. I'm just gonna, actually we'll just tape it down. There we go. Perfect. So this is what we're working with. So the colors I have chosen are, these are all Winsor Newton, but you can play with whatever you have, my friends. I have this. I bought this in the States. It is just, try, attempt. Don't say I can't because you don't have the professional stuff. I bought my daughter and I one of these to play around with. So there's options, guys. And if you do buy stuff like this, don't forget to use your coupon at Michaels, okay? And I did get my Winsor & Newton from Michaels as well. So I have, this is what I was playing with. This one is the blue. We're going to do the sky. It is Cerulean Blue, and I'll link all this in the description box. The green I have is Hooker. I don't know where they come up with these names. Hooker's Green Light. For my poppies, I am using Alizarin Crimson Hue, and I've got a little bit of brown here, and it is Burnt Umber. burnt umber. And to make the background in the bottom, I have burnt sienna, which is like a lighter brown, which is, I think, this one. And then this one here is the yellow ochre. It is what it is, my friends. If you've watched me by now, you know I cannot pronunciate a lot of paint colors, and it is what it is. That is my theory. So I've got the blue, and I've watered down just a little bit. And don't forget, you want a clean cup of water and a dirty cup, so you can add water and all that good stuff. But first, what I'm going to do is mix my colors up a little bit. So I got clean water. I'm going to add a little more to this blue, just to activate it, since I was playing with it. And all we're doing is a wash on the top half. I'm going to activate these brown and ochre. I was trying to be frugal and not get one of those nice big glass plates. This is just a dollar store plate, but it's curved, and I'm finding it's not the best one to use. My paints I found here, they all went in the middle. They amalgamated and went like that. So I am taking just a wide brush. I had one out here that I was using to just wet my canvas. This is just a wide brush. You can use a mop brush, you can use whatever you want, just to make sure your canvas is wet. And I'm going to come back again, and this is another reason why you would tape down your canvas, because it is going to buckle. I don't want it puddling, but I do want to make sure it's completely wet. I'm just going to take just a little bit off there. There we go. Now I'm going to lift you up and see. I don't know if you can see just how that is wet. Now I'm going to dip my brush, and I'm going to use this one. This is just a round brush. I'm going to dip it in my water. I'm going to pick up this blue, and we're just going to streak it across, and I don't want it dark. I'm going to go a little more than halfway down. I'm going to plant in a whole bunch of paint, and then we're just going to blend it all down. And I'm not too worried about it being streaky, because it is the sky. There we go. I'm just going to clean that, set it aside. Now we're going to come back with, actually, let me get this water one that we did. I'm just going to make sure it's wet, and we're just going to evenly bring it all the way to the bottom. And that way we're making sure our canvas is wet. Now we're going to bring in some of this ochre on the bottom, just to lay a little bit of the land, lay the land down. And I wouldn't go more than a quarter with this. And again, it's drying out. If you want it, here we can add a little more water. And that is that. Now I'm going to maybe bring a little more of that color down here. And we're going to let this dry. And I'll be right back, guys. And I'll see you when it's dry. We are back. I'm going to reactivate my green. I'm just going to add some water to it. Make sure there's lots in there. And we are going to I'm going to start off with the big brush, and I'm just going to make grass. This don't matter. And I'm thinking I'm gonna spritz my water. If I can find my water bottle, we would be 100% awesomeness. Here we go. I'm just gonna spritz this down on the bottom a little. This is just water. Now I'm gonna take my thin, I pulled out all of my lining brushes from when I was toll painting. So I am going to, see, this is why I said it's difficult. So I'm going to take my lining brush, and you get very nice thin strokes with that. Make it look like grass. The only thing is with the liners, you will have to reload constantly because it doesn't hold very much. And to use them, you really want your paint watery as well. I like doing the wet on wet techniques. I find things blend and they don't look as, I don't want to, is it abstract or is it, I find abstract, you don't know. To me, abstract would be something that you can't understand what it is. Does that make sense? I'm just going to add a little bit of this ochre. A little bit of water. We're going to come in and add some of that color in here. Bring your brush to a point. And you just want to keep layering it on the bottom. I want to come in here and see if I can divide up that goober looking piece down here. There we go. And I wouldn't come more than halfway up. Now I'm going to come in with a little more darker of the green. And try and do a little more definite grass. Easy. Oh, that's why I like this watercoloring. I used, like I said, when I was doing the toll painting, oh my goodness guys, it took 9,000 colors to start with. I'm just dipping in because, like I said, you want it to be very runny. Yeah, with the toll painting, it was like, I did one painting and it was like 8,000 colors because you shade and you, mind you, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong. In the end, it looks gorgeous. And it's just a flick of the wrist. Watch my wrist, flick. Right? Flick of the wrist. You just want to bring it in, make it layers, go crisscross little. Everything doesn't look so uniformed. Bring up a couple longer ones. And then I think this is done. We're going to let this dry. And we'll bring in our flowers. And that was my issue with the other one. I didn't let it all dry before I did my flowers. So I'm going to set that underneath. I'm going to give this a dry. And all I've been using is my blow dryer, guys. So I'll be back when it's dry. Okay, I am back. It is dry. I am just using the plate that I had earlier. This is not the same one. This one is the one I had. This is just red, the cadmium red, and green and black. Now I'm just going to reactivate this with water. more. And again, I'm learning with this, guys, so if it is not anywhere near what everyone else is doing, I apologize. But it is what it is. Now, figure out where you want to put your poppies. I'm gonna do, and all I'm doing is, here, I'll show you on the back of this paper. I am just gonna do like a heart shaped. That's it. That's it. That's gonna be our poppies. It is all suggestive, guys. Okay, that's why I like doing the watercoloring. Some of them is, you can do detailed, but some you can do. So it's basically kind of like a, almost like a heart. I don't know if I like this brush. Let me get maybe a thicker one is better. And you're just kind of laying it down. So we'll go over here. Yeah, that's better. Just gonna fix that so it looks a little more on the bottom. A little more on the top. There we go. A couple down here. And they don't have to go on a stem. You can do some that are coming out from the side. One down here. A couple more up here. And I want that nice deep color. 3 points. 1, 2, and then bring it together. 1, 2, and kind of bring it together. I think that's good. Maybe another one here. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. That's the red. Rinse out that container. Now what I'm gonna do is come back in with my, I'm gonna do the black here. I'm just gonna loosen it up a little, and I don't want a lot, just a very little. And tap the bottom of each of these. Oh, that's a bit much. And you see how it's kind of bleeding up into it? And I'm not touching a lot. Perfect. Now I'm going to come back in with the brown, the burnt umber here. Activate, activate. Ah, there, I'll bring it over here. I was trying to be fancy because I thought I would do paintings with you guys. Now we're gonna put some buds in. It's watered down, but I'm gonna just plops. Suggestions of buds. Random. You don't want it to be a pattern. All right. And then you could probably even bring in a little wisp of that brown. You know what? I'm going to come back in with red and put one more flower in that spot. So I just rinsed out my brush. I'm going to load it up with that red. And then take a peek and see if you want any more flowers. I just think this is going to be pretty. Another one here maybe. I could just keep on putting them in here, guys, but you have to know when to stop. All right, there we go. Perfect. I'm going to come back in with that little bit of black, and I am not, I am not putting a lot in because I don't want it to take over, but I do want a little. See, I brushed it all off thinking I had too much. You could use the brown as well, as opposed to the black. There we go. I think, oh, we need a little bit here. There we go. I think we are done. I'm going to let this dry, and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, we are back. Now I'm going to do some splashes on here. I don't want to go crazy. I have an old toothbrush. This is what I always use when I was toll painting. I found you got a better control. You can bring it down, make it bigger, you can bring it up. So this is what we're doing. A little bit of water on my brush. We're gonna do some red. And here we go, up high. I'm gonna attempt, because I don't want to splat too much. There we go. And maybe we'll come in. I'm going to put a little bit of blue down. Maybe we'll try a little blue. Rinse out that brush. Put some water in here. And let's do some blue. I think the blue will be pretty because it'll be up against the sky. There we go. We are done. Rinse that off. And you want to make sure the paint is off the toothbrushes, because I found my other one and it was covered in white from when I was doing snow. So we're going to let this dry, and then I'll pull the tape off and I'll show you what it looks like. I'll see you in a sec, guys. We are dry, so I turned it towards you so you can see. Let's go. It didn't look like there was much blue, but look at the difference, eh? I was worried when I did the first one because everything dries so much lighter. That is awesome. Gives it such a nice professional clean edge. Let me just get this last one. Oh my, I love it. And I didn't do too bad the first one. I just didn't let it dry when I put some of those on. So there you go. First time, second time. And then I had a couple other ones I was going to attempt. These are very abstract poppies. I was playing around. So let me know if you want to see a video on those, because that's kind of neat, something different. So with that, my beautiful people, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It is, again, a tribute to anyone, anywhere in the military. Hopefully everyone is okay. I enjoyed my 25 years as a military wife. You met so many amazing friends. And it's that type of friend relationship where you can't see each other in, you know, 10 years and you're still right back to, oh my goodness, do you remember when? So it's one of those things, which is kind of nice. So with that, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you liked it, give it a share. And please, if you have not yet subscribed, that would be awesome if you would subscribe. So with that, my friends, I will see you guys in the next one. And as always, sorry, everything will be in the description box that I used today. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day.